Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is the 1664th day of continuous webinar conducted by International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, our guest is Dr. SREEDHARA KURUP. Let us begin the session with 1 minute silent prayer. Thank you all. The International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy comprises of homeopathy lovers, students, and doctors, and we have 3 sessions every day. The first session of the day is already over in Hindi, that is from 7:30 to 8:30, and from 8:30 to 9:30, we have the international session in English, and from 9:30 to 10:30, we have a local language session in Malayalam. We are loading the videos of the same on the very next day itself so that those who missed the session can watch it again. You can subscribe the same without paying any money. You can share it with your friends, whether he or she is a homeopathic doctor or a student or a homeopathic lover. The purpose of this forum is to take homeopathy to every home around the world. And this is what we are doing for the last 1,665 days. And today, as you know, our guest is none other than Dr. T.N. SREEDHARA KURUP. The sir has completed MD in homeopathy, MSc in psychology, and MSc in yoga. That means he is a multi-specialist by all means. And he is the person who has retired from as the Assistant Director, Central Council of Homeopathy in Research from Kottayam. And he has more than 48 years of experience and one of the most wanted faculty in Kerala. And he has taken classes for all associations in Kerala and other part of India. And not only that, as far as the International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy is concerned, sir has taken sessions in all forms of our forum. That is, in both in Hindi, English, and in local language session Malayalam. He is the person who has taken the most number of classes as far as the IFPH is concerned. So today, doctor is coming up with a different subject, the base temperaments. As you know, temperament is one of the biggest subject that can that need to be taken in 2 to 3 or 4 sessions. Anyway, let us invite the guest of the day, Dr. T.N. SREEDHARA KURUP sir. We welcome sir. Tomorrow we will have a session from Dr. Amit Sahani, son of Sahani sir, and he's the principal. And we'll be talking about children's diseases and homeopathy. No, that's on Monday. Tomorrow it is Sunday.
I think he will be taking on Tuesday, sir.
No.
Because he has free time only on Tuesday and Saturday.
But this time, Dr. Amit has chosen Monday.
Achha, I think Monday may be the holiday for him. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not in Patna right now. I am in Mumbai. So,
thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I'm not.
So told me about all these things.
What happened, Dr. SREEDHARA?
Sir may be finding it difficult to upload the.
No, it was uploaded earlier, no?
But unfortunately, while opening the video, he might have clicked somewhere else and lost it.
It usually happens when one tries to open from the mobile phone.
No, it is not from mobile. It was some laptop, but unfortunately, sorry, say. He may be asking for some assistance that may be. As we all know, that temperament is one of the things that is very important in homeopathy. You give to these temperaments, sir, Sahani sir, in choosing the remedy.
He is also working on one of the book I have seen I have gone through that book. I have written a note on that book also. So it is about to be published now.
Yes, sir. First, yes.
Now
Okay.
you can see.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for give me an opportunity for to take the classes here in IFPH. Thank you very much. Most welcome to all. Today I am whether it is
Yes, everything fine, sir. Everything
okay,
fine.
okay. And when we are taking the case, there are certain criteria when we may take the case and even select the medicine. There are so many things. Constitution, there is constitution, temperament, whether it is whether it is called thermal reactions, then there is temperament, then another one is diathesis, then miasms, like that. We may think whenever we may take the case, the temperament is also one of the most important. I like to explain one of my experience. I like to narrate here. Once I was taking a case and I was treating. Then one lady, she came really for reducing her weight. Her weight was more than 150, but she came for reducing her weight. While I was taking to the symptoms, we may take to the mental symptom also. Her son was one of my best friend. So she told me, you ask him that he is moving along with the friends and coming in very late. So you please kindly advise him that don't move in the evenings with the bad elements. So I asked him. He told me, her son told me, I am not moving. I am going only simply for a walk. But on the way, I may take some tea or some friends I may talk. I have no such things. Anyway, after treating, really I give that the medicine Karkeriaka. After some time, some other medicines also I gave, but after some time, her weight reduced less than 90. And then when we are discussing that I asked about her son. What about now? What about your son? Oh, nowadays the children are like that. We cannot ask them to sit in the house. How much time they see? The mind can change with our homeopathic medicine. Not only that, if we may give some counseling or some psychotherapy, it will change. Not so much time. Not usually people may say homeopathy will take that much time. It is time consuming. Not like that. When we make correct selected medicine, then definitely it can be changed to the mind and the temperaments and the constitution and diathesis, all it can up to certain, even it may not cure completely, still it can be changed. Definitely it can change. It is why I am telling this, my experience, because people think that the basic things, whether we can change it or not, definitely it can change. Regarding the temperaments, that the first that it was introduced by father of modern medicine, Hippocrates, first person learn about the temperaments. He divided the physical body into 4 categories. According to him, he developed the physical body. They are divided into 4 types, that the sanguine, bilious, melancholic, and phlegmatic. That I shall explain what are the components of that. Then there are some other also, it is in homeopathy when you may see some medicine, you can see nervousness and irritable temperament, so many other temperaments also. But the main, that these are the 4 temperaments mainly. what is the temperament? It is the physical, mental character of the person determined by the relative proportion of humor according to the medical physiology. Though it includes physical characteristics and temperament are mainly known by the mode of emotional responses. So let us go to the slides and I shall explain one after the another. Now it is the time about to the 8:45, but I may 5 or 10 minutes I may like to give, but I don't know how much it is a very big chapter. So whether you can follow? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can follow.
Yes, there are basic temperaments. That is, number one is sanguine, chloric, melancholic, phlegmatic. These are the 4 temperaments. Now I am going to take today only 2, that is sanguine and choleric temperaments only I am going to take. These temperaments, infographics, that is the sanguine temperament and chloric temperaments are extrovert, that within 23% is sanguine and choleric temperament is 38%. When you may go to the introvert, you can see phlegmatic and melancholic, 28% phlegmatic and 11% melancholic. Strength of the, first we can see the strength of the sanguine temperament. They are extrovert, they are talkative, optimistic. First they are the strengths that we can go to the strength. The sanguine emotions are appealing personality, talkative, storyteller. They will always to like to tell some stories and they will more talkative. Just like that our rakas is, it will not stop. Life of the party, good sense of humor, always they will be happy and they will say some jokes. Memory for color, physically holds on listener, emotional and demonstrative. They will always to be emotional, enthusiastic and expressive. They are always to be always enthusiasm with the life. Next, cheerful and bubbling over. They are always to happy, try to be happy, but they are very curious also. Good on stage. Once they will start in the stage, they will maximum they will try and they will be very successful. Wide-eyed and innocent, lives in present. They will always be, they don't think about the past or future. They always to think about the present and they will live in the present and they enjoy the life fully. Changeable disposition. Sometimes they will be moody and they will change their mood sometimes. Sincere at heart, always childish like that. The child is that always they will be jump, laugh, play, all these things, emotions they will show like that a child. Then makes home fun. Now always in the home, their absence, it will be, house will be always sleepy. When they are without the child, we feel that there is no noise in the house. It is just like that. He is liked by children, friend. Always they will be mingled with the child and they will move with the child and they will play with the child. All these things, they like it. Turns disaster into humor. Even they may feel something negative, they will make it out of some humor out of that, and they will be very happy. He is the circus master. He is always to be like to, according to the circumstance, he like to be happy maximum. Again, at the workplace, how he is in the workplace. Volunteers for jobs. Whenever if the classrooms on the job place, if we may call that they will be come as a volunteer, or they may take some leadership, things of new activity. They like to always to take the responsibility and take to some initiation for some work. Looks great on the surface, creative and colorful. Always they are think about the creative works and always think about the positive sides. As energy and enthusiasm, they are always maximum energetic and enthusiastic. Starts in the freshy way, impressive others to join. Then they will be, usually they are great leaders and politicians and religious people. They will come up to the top, charms others to work. They have a leadership quality too. Then, sanguine temperament as a friend makes friends easily. They will always to move with the friends. They suppose a person, if you may see, if they may not come, they will go and ask, what is your name? Where are you from? What are you doing? Such questions they will ask, and easily they will mingle with the people, loves people. Always they will be with the society, they will move with the people and their problems. They will always to be their own problem. They will take it and they will always to be helping nature. Thrives on complaints. Even there are some problems and complaints, they will survive. They will overcome that. Seems exciting. Always certain things they will always take it as exciting and envied by others. Don't hold grudges. Even somebody may do something harm to them, but they don't keep as a grudges, and they will not take it as an enemy, them as an enemy. Apologies quickly. If they feel if there is something wrong, definitely they will say, I am sorry, and excuse me, I am sorry, I love you, like that they will say. They will realize, then definitely they will quickly apologize. Prevents dull movements. They will always to be energetic, like spontaneous activities. Immediately they can join with the people. Weakness. Now we can see the weakness of the sanguine temperament. They are extrovert, talkative, and optimistic. There are weaknesses. Compulsive talker, always talk. Sometimes we may not get a chance to talk. They wanted to shine every place. They want to be recognized from to the society, exaggerate and elaborate. Even one sentence, they will make it into a story, and then only they will be very happy. Girls right, cannot remember names. They know so many people, but they cannot remember exact name of so many people. Only very few and very close to them only. Cares others of. But they are fearful what others may think about me. They will always think like that. Too happy for some. Some people, he is very close to him. He is always too happy with his circle, has restless energy. He is more energetic, but he is having restlessness also. Egoistic. These are the some the weakness part of the sanguine temperament. Frustrates and complains. Sometimes he will complain, but gets taken into as loud voice and laugh. He will always ha ha ha. He will laugh for small things, and weak voices. He thinks the others cannot hear. He will, even this phone, neighbors can hear, or the nearby people all can hear. He will, very loud voice he is having, controlled by circumstances. But in some cases, if some problems may come, he will control the society, get angry easily. Sometimes when he feels he is right, he will lose his temper and he will be angry. If others may do something wrong, he will be angry. Seems phony to some, never grow up. These are the some characteristics of the weaknesses of the sanguine temperament. Then keep home in frenzy, forgets children's appointment. Sometimes he forget in between. So many forgetfulness is there. Memory is very lacking. Disorganized. His room, he may go. Books will be there. He will not keep the things in place. That there will be a quarrel. If the wife is strict, he will be in trouble. Then they are quarrel with them. Disorganized, doesn't listen to the whole story. And when it is a long lengthy lectures and etc., he will be feels bored in between, and he will not listen at all. Then workplace, what his feelings would rather talk. Instead of doing, he will always to talk, and he will pretend he is doing, forget obligations. What are the things, his duties he may forget, and he will talk maximum more than doing, doesn't follow thorough. Sometimes he may not be able to understand what he is talking. Confidence fades fast. He will lose sometimes. First he will get confidence, but later time he will lose his confidence and discipline. That I already mentioned. He is not having any discipline. Sometimes he may come in the morning, go to early. There is no discipline life, no time, no this thing, discipline at all. Sometimes he may late sleep, sometimes he will awake early. Sometimes there is no definite time for his sleep or eating or anything. Priorities are out of order. No priority. He will, what he thinks according to the life, what comes, he will live as it is. Decides by feelings, easily distracted. Somebody is, when he is learning or doing something, somebody will start talking, he will listen that, he will forget what he is doing. Wastes time by talking only. He will talk, and he will forget that his duties and his all other things he may forget. That is the weaknesses of that the sanguine temperament in workplace. Then in a front, he has to be alone. He cannot live alone. He will always to like always company. We are having so many medicine for the company and aversion to loneliness and etc. Needs to be center stage. And well, he may go the central place. He will be in front. In any society, he will be in the central point. Wants to be popular. He likes to be always too popular. Only no, he is not satisfied unless he will become to the topmost place. Looks for credit. More things that he will tell, do to me. I have done that. I have done these things. He will take the credit. If all others are done, but he will take the credit for himself. Whether speed is more or not. Hello? Whether you can follow Dr. Danesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything fine. You may continue,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Because
No, no, no. Asking if at all any problem, we will inform you.
yes, looks for credit. Whether I want to know whether it is going on well, others can understand or not. Sometimes the speed, because I observed the others are doing very fast. Some of the felicitates are doing very fast. That is why I'm asking. Dominates conversation. If few people are sitting, suppose if it is a some conversation or some meetings, he will dominate always. Interprets and doesn't listen. interrupts and doesn't listen. If suppose someone will talk, he will tell. He will not take that much interest. He wants to be, he is dominate that place. He want to be recognized. Answers for the others. If some others may ask questions, he will answer for that. That interrupts and doesn't listen. Fickle and forgettable. And he will not remember what he has done. After some time, you may ask what you have done and what you have talked. He will not remember at all. Fickle and forget. Makes excuses. Is something gone wrong? He will tell it is due to that, that is due to this. Such type of excuses he may tell, and he will escape from that. Repeat stories. Once he may tell, again he will tell the same story. And even it is a class, he may repeat the same story for so many stages, the same thing. The people will feel bored about that. These are some of the weaknesses of the sanguine temperament. Now we can go for the strength of choleric. That what is choleric? The extrovert, the doer, the optimist. That is the choleric emotions. Born as a leader. He, from childhood itself, he will feel that he is a leader and he will show leadership everywhere in the class, in the society, and everywhere he will be a leader. Dynamic and active. Very dynamic. He is very, very active and very dynamic. Compulsive need for change. He likes to make the bird. There are some changes on the society. He likes to make some changes and he compelled to the others to do this thing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do this like that. He will always compel the others. Must correct the wrongs. If there is somebody may do something wrongs, he will find out and he will always to correct that things and make them correct in a straight line. Strong will and decisive. They have a strong will. They will not change their aim and of this. But they are not emotional. And always they don't be emotional. Some other temperaments you can see the emotions, always they are emotional, they will change always their emotions. Not easily discouraged. Some others may tell, don't do this thing, and they will tell that when they may take some initiation, the others, their followers, that don't do this, this is the thing that it is not like that, but he will not be, he will not listen. Others cannot discourage him. Independent and self-sufficient. He is always independent and self-sufficient. He is a perfectionist, always but extrovert and optimistic, not that exudes confidence. He is always confident what he is going to do. He is having a good plan. He will do it. He plan it and he arrange everything and he will win within that and he will plan it and he will win and he will always win the side. Can run anything. Any job he may take it, he will finish it in proper time, in proper way, and all this. Strengths of a choleric. That extrovert, the doer, the optimistic, that is as a parent what he is going to do. Assert sound leadership. Always he is in the house, even outside, in the society, everywhere he is a leader, establish goals. He may set some goals, but he will reach that slow, steady, but definitely he will reach the goals one by another. Motivates family on action. He will always do a motivator in his children and his family members. He will always do some talks he will give and he will unconditional talks he will give. He will motivate them always he will be a very backbone of the family. So his family will be very well planned and organized, knows the right answer. Whenever he may ask some questions, he will give only the correct answer. He will think several times, only he will answer it. Organize household. In the house, he is organized, not like that of sangering. He is just like that of throwing the things like that. He is around, he will come in time, he will sleep in time, he awake in time, all these things in time, and he is very punctual. Then we can think about the workplace, goal-oriented. Then he will think about one goal. He will try for 100, more than 100%, he will achieve that goal. Sees the whole picture. He will think what is the minus, what is the positive, plus points and everything. He will calculate, pre-planned, and he will picturize in his mind a good planning. He will win always, organize well. And so when he may ask to do something organized, he will do it in proper way. And if somebody, he may give the response, but if they may do it, he will take himself and he will do it and he correct it and he will do it perfect. 6, practical solution. If there is some problems will come, we will find out a practical solution for that problem. Moves quickly on action. And sometimes something will happening gone wrong, he will immediately come and take action according to the circumstances. Delegates works. Sometimes if it is too much, he will not do himself. Then he will delegate the proper people in proper places. Then insist on production. And he will always be a productive person and very positive person. Ask if he is a factory man or the manager, he will always to encourage the people or that the positive way, make them to make the world successful, stimulate activity, and he will enjoy with the society, even in the house, even into the public place, even in his office. He will be always to stimulate the people, and some activities he will make and make them unite together, rise on opposition. If suppose there is some opposition may come, he will overpower that with the cooperation of the others, and that is his nature. As a friend, what he is doing, has little need for friends. He is having friends, but very near few people only. He will work for group activities, but he will lead and he will take the confidence of the others, and he will take some group activities in between, some playing and all these things. He will take lead for that. Will lead and organize. Always he will, for organization, he will lead. That means some clubs or some community organization or some social organization. When he will include that, he will take full responsibility and he will become a good leader. He is usually right. Always when he think about the positive sides, and he will do everything in right time, in right decision, he will think and he will execute that only. Excels in emergencies, he will do quickly and help the others, and these are the some of the. Then we can come to the weakness of choleric people. They are extrovert, who are the optimistic. Emotions, bossy, impatient. They want to do everything quickly, quick tempered. They want to show the bossy feeling, want relax. Until they may not succeed, they cannot relax. They will not sit quietly. They will do very hard. Too impatient. They will always impatient, enjoy controversy and arguments. But some people will criticize him, but he will thinks that he can correct it. When somebody may criticize him, he argue him, he will not take it as a negative, he will take it as a positive, and he will take it as a positive way and positive sides on. Whether speed is more, somebody can tell. I will
No,
go.
sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Ah,
No problem.
emotions won't give up by losing. Anywhere he don't lose anything. Even if something gone wrong, he will make it correct and he will reach the correct target. Comes on too strong. Suppose he may seems to be it is going on something here and something wrong here, he will correct it appropriate time, appropriate decision, and he correct it. Inflexible. He will not be here or there. He will not. Only his aim is to reach the target. He is not complimentary. No. It is like tears and emotion. He doesn't like to tear. He will not sit in the corner. Some failure may come. He will not go to the sit in the corner and cry. But he will be very energetic and he will take leadership and he is unsympathetic. But even it is there, he will be no sympathy. He will be empathetic only. That is the weakness of the choleric person. As a parent, how he will lead as a parent tends to over-dominate. He will always to take decision. I have one patient that he is his 5 children, everything. They are grown up. One is one doctor, another is a advocate. Even if they may come for the medicine, he will take the responsibility. He will tell, don't allow the others to tell. He will tell all these things that they are A to Z symptoms. Then one day I asked him, you keep quiet and ask the others to also tell something. He is so dominated. Today also he came for the medicine about 1 hour back. Too busy for family. Not only busy for family, sometimes he is very busy with his office. He is in the family. Everything he will take as a responsibility and he will dominate. Give answers too quickly. He is waiting for to answer. He is asking, when we may ask a question, he will immediately answer it. Whether it is correct or not, he doesn't mind it. He is impatient with the poor performance. But if somebody may do under his office, he will be very impatient with that people who are not doing the correct things in correct ways. Won't let children relax. Simply, he don't allow the people to simply, even children also, he will not allow to relaxation. The work hard nature is his nature. May send them into depression. Sometimes others will feel, they will feel depressed because of his all these weaknesses. Then at workplace, little tolerance of mistake. If he is in the office, his small things, the subordinate will be angry with him. Of course, they must have to obey him, but the little mistake he will scold them. Doesn't analyze details. We will not go to details. He wants the result. He is telling this report must be sent in time. This report I must have to give time bound. You must have to do it, whether how it is day or night, I don't mind. I must be in correct time. What by may make rash decisions. Sometimes he will go to the decisions will be made to the big, very bad for the others by being rude or tactless. He may not take, you must do it like that. I want these things. I want to within this much time. He manipulates for the work. He will manipulate even the people also, demanding for others. Yes, you must have to do it. Definitely you must have to do it. Otherwise, I will send you out. Like that, he will tell. And justifies the means. Then he will tell, he will justify them. Yes, due to this, I am done that. He will not feel any sorry at all. Work may become his God. Work is worship. That is his motto. He will work. He is the worship. That is his motto. Demands loyalty in ranks. Well, he feels like that, always be, he is loyal, always with me. Then, as a friend, what is his nature? Tries to use people. He knows how to use the people in different circumstances, nominates others. Always he is the leader and he will nominate wherever he may go, even in the society, in the house or neighbors or what are the even to the religion, wherever he may go, he will be a leader, knows everything. He thinks that others are not knowing and he feels he is knowing everything. And he will try for that also, for knowledge, decides for others. Or some house people, some relatives may have some problem. He is the leader and he will go and decide what they must have to do in the house or neighbors or friends, or wherever. He will decide what to do, others what should not do, he will decide and do everything better. He thinks that I can do better than any other people. They are not that much. That there is a life situation. I am okay. You are not okay. I like that what life position. I am okay. You are okay. That is the best position in life. Then another one is I am not. You are not okay. I am not okay. They are the best people in the life. There is another life position is I am okay. You are not okay. Here is the having that the feeling that I am all right. You may not be able to do what I am doing. He is independent. He is always to be independent decision maker and he is not depending on others, possessive of friends and mate. He will more possessive about the poor. Cannot say, I am sorry. Even he is make some mistake, he will not say, I am sorry. I am done a mistake. He will not rectify it. He will understand, but he will not say, sorry, excuse me, I love you. Like that a sentence you cannot expect him. Maybe right, but unpopular. Yes, now I like you to say some of the medicines for the temperaments. Whether time is allowed? Hello,
Sir, yes, sir, you can talk for some 5 minutes, sir.
5 minutes. I must have to finish within 5 minutes. Okay. Then some of the medicines I can tell. My medicines list I can say. That is all. 5 minutes I can do only. Otherwise, I was able to take sanguine temperaments. What are the medicines are coming? Aconite, cactus, ophia, pyramid, iosiamus, phosphorus, patina, and cyresia. And if I may get a few more times, I may be able to, but there is no time. I am not going detail what the symptoms regarding this. I am not going to very details. And if some questions and answer, if others may need, I can tell then what are the other chloric, polaric medicines that ophia, Rotadus horridus. These are the few medicines that it is coming under polaric this medicine. There are so many other things also. I can next time, if I may get time, I will go to the details. However, I thank you each and everyone for listening me very peacefully. I think that you all will understood about my this class. Thank you one and all. Bye. thank you very much to the organizers of the IFPH and all others who are listening me. Thank you one and all. Now, if any question or any arts also you like to art, there are some papers that Kalyan Swaroop and so many other people they know better than that of me. They can add if they want anything more. They can add. Thank you once more.
Yes, sir. It's really a very good session indeed, and you really covered all the temperament in the short time, and that too with a high speed. Anyway, it's a time for discussion. Those who want to participate in discussion can definitely come over and talk. Of course, you can share your experience with temperament also. And for me, what we do is using this temperament at a time when you get a case, and when you take the case in details and after repetition, you may find that some remedies are getting equal marks. So for example, arsenic, phosphorus, and pulsatilla. Sometimes, then how will you choose this remedy? That is the question in front of you. All the in those conditions, if you look at the temperament, you can see the arsenic is a different has a different temperament. Pulsatilla has a different temperament, and phosphorus is different. So you can choose the best remedy. For example, if the Naxomica is also come in the picture, we can, if the patient is a choleric person, definitely you can think of Naxomica. If it is if the person is of a melancholic personality, then you can think of either a pulsatilla or phosphorus. But phosphorus has more choleric temperament also. So in between, then you can definitely go ahead with the pulsatilla. In that way, it will assist you to choose the right remedy. And at times, whenever there is confusion, then you can study the mathematics of that particular drug after choosing the right remedy. Then you can make sure that it is the medicine to be given. It is the right medicine to be given to the patient, so that the cure can be the end result. So this is what I would like to add to this session. I invite Dr. Kalyan Swaroop sir to add some more point, because sir is a person who always use every opportunity that comes in this way in treating.
Thank you, sir. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Very, very thanks to Dr. Sridharan Kapoor. Nice lecture delivered by him. Actually, temperament is a part of the constitutional treatment and also the classical treatment. So every homeopath who want to do the classical homeopath or constitutional treatment must try to know the temperament of the patient. It helps more and more to selection of the medicine. So I very agree with Dr. Kurup sir. A very nice lecture delivered by him, and no doubt there is any question arise by me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now I invite Dr. Ramaparesh sir to say a few words on the session, as well as on temperament also.
Thank you, Daneji, and Namaskar, Dr. Kalyan Swaroop ji, and everyone. Namaskar and congratulations, Dr. Kurup sir, a type of guardian IFPH. Dr. Kurup sir is a very describe the temperament, the very good describe the temperament. And Dr. Kalyan Swaroop ji, temperament is the constitutional treatment according to homeopathy. It is the right selection of remedy, temperament, constitution, and classical treatment. The very good temperament is the essential. And mind mind treatment, curative way of treatment according to temperament. So very, very thanks, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, definitely. Kurup sir, even at this age, is joining in different categories of studies with study groups also. That is the person. That's why we can follow him I combined the temperament of Kuru sir as choleric as well as melancholic, because he is always thinking about the future of homeopathy as well as the future of homeo doctors, and he would like to share maximum knowledge to everyone. That's what sir is doing, and this is what I would like to add. Am I right, sir? Kurup sir?
Yes.
Yes, due to you people, I am here. Otherwise, where I am? You are giving opportunity for me, encouraging me.
I I may
strong.
be I may be a sanguine as well as a choleric person. Do you think in that line?
See, one medicine can be so many other temperaments also.
Just
All
like
temperaments together too is the carcinosin. Because last time I took it in Malayalam, the same class. But somebody asked me whether any medicine for all temperaments. Then I searched that I find out the carcinosin is the medicine for all these temperaments together. So you can find out, we cannot see, we think that we are the correct, but the others can only to understand what temperament, what is these things and etc. You cannot ask a patient what temperament you are having and this thing. You must observe, and from to the others you must have to collect what about his temperament and all this. So you can identify my temperament. I cannot say my temperament is this. You must have to identify and tell me.
yes, we can
Wow, 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 wow.
we can
Thank you.
assess the
Thank you.
temperature by means of observing the person, how what kind of person he is. For example, if I want to achieve something in my when I'm and everything, and I used to dress like anything to attract people towards me, to sell something. So that's the kind of person who will be always can be considered in sanguine as well as choleric way. Yeah, but anyway, I invite Dr. Bob Lim to say a few words as well as but Dr. Bob can say express water thanks to the session also. Dr. Bob, please unmute yourself. There is a book written by Dr. Shanas Parvis, I think. She has mentioned beautifully about temperament. That is the first time then we all heard about after having attending her session, one of the seminar in Kerala. Then only we realized that temperament has a lot of thing to do with homeopathy. So in the colleges, we never teach students about these things, and we that's one of the defects. Always we are talking about miasm and everything, but in between we will have to take these kind of things in a big way also. Since there is problem is Dr. Boblin is not responding, I am inviting Dr. Kalyan Swarup sir to say what of thanks to the session.
Many thanks to you, sir. Also the IFPH, all member of the who are joining here. And many thanks to Dr. Sridhar Kapoor to join. And I request to Dr. Sridhar Kapoor always come in and say your advice to develop the IPAPS and also the development of knowledge of every homeopath.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes,
Kalyan
thank you.
Swarup,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very much for everyone. Good night.
And Sridhara Kurup sir. Tomorrow we will have a session from Dr. Deepthi Anand, and Dr. will be talking about postpartum depression and homeopathic management. She is a very fine lady doctor who is practicing more on female cases and expert in infertility, and she had more than 15 years of clinical experience. So another big day is awaiting for you tomorrow. All of you can join by using the same link that we shared today for you. You can also watch the video of the session by tomorrow evening itself. With that, we come to the end of the day 1664. it is over to Dr. P. Shaila to moderate the Malayalam session. Thank you all. Good night.